Students, all of us use different kinds of transportation to commute from one place to another. Cars, auto rickshaws, scooters, motorcycles, buses, trains, ships and aeroplanes are some of the important means of transports used by the people in our country. In today's class, let's learn about the importance of the transport system. Now let us have a look at the different modes of transportation.
The roads in our country are mostly built and maintained by the governments. While the state government is responsible for the roads connecting small towns and districts, the panchayats are responsible for the village roads. The corporations and municipalities take care of the urban roads. The roads that are built across different states are called national highways. The NH7, for example, is a national highway that passes through the states of Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka and Tamil Nadu.
Let us see what border roads are.
The border roads are the roads that are laid along the international boundaries.
Hence, the roads play a very significant role in the transportation of people and goods and in connecting the remote areas with the towns and cities. The next aspect that we are going to learn is about railways. Students, it is estimated that in India, around 1/5 of the travellers use the trains for commutation.
The railway routes in Andhra Pradesh cover around 5,000 kilometers with nearly 650 railway stations. In addition to the commutation of people, the trains are used for transportation of goods like iron ore, coal, fertilizers, food grains, cement, etc. The railways also transports goods from and to the seaports.
Students, as you all know, the airways is another important mode of transport in the country.
There are 6 airports in the state of Andhra Pradesh, which include 1 international and 5 domestic airports. The international airports facilitate for travel to foreign countries and the domestic airports facilitate for travel within the country. While the international airport is located in Hyderabad, the domestic airports are located in Visakhapatnam, Tirupati, Rajamundry, Vijayawada and Puttaparthi.
Let us look at the next mode of transportation, the waterways. Most of the goods produced in the country are transported to the other countries through the ports. This is the reason why the port cities or the port towns are major centers of trade.
There are 15 ports in Andhra Pradesh, with the largest port in Visakhapatnam. In addition, the rivers like Krishna, Godavari, Penna and the canals are used as waterways.
Most of the people in our state use the roads for travel. But the transportation facilities to villages differ. As it is not possible to connect all the villages through rail or sea routes, road transportation is the main mode of transport. Around 3/4 of the villages in Andhra Pradesh have transport facilities as per 2001. Students, we have seen in the earlier lessons how the farmers, fishermen, industries and others depend on the various means of transportation. Let us now see how the roads are used for transportation. The produce of the farmers have to be moved from the fields to the factories to the consumer finally. This may even include various processes before the produce reaches the market. Thus, there is a great dependence by the people at different levels on various means of road transport.
The farmers use the road transport to transport their produce to the Raitu bazaars, while fishermen use the road transport to take their catch to the market and so on. The raw material for the paper industry and other industries are transported using lorries, indicating that these industries use the road transport to take their produce to the consumers.
Students, how many staff do you see in a bus? Yes, there is a driver and a conductor on every bus. There are many other people who also work in the transport sector. Have you ever wondered how many people would be working for the plying of the buses? Is it just the driver and the conductor?
Hundreds and thousands of people are required for the maintenance of vehicles. The Andhra Pradesh State Road Transport Corporation APSRTC has around 1,20,000 employees to run around 20,000 buses, which carry around 1.25 crore people every day across various places.
The employees are responsible for the maintenance of accounts, repairs, and for working in the bus depots, besides people who carry out duties like the issuing of bus passes or tickets in bus stations and as checking inspectors.
Around 1 crore vehicles run on the roads in Andhra Pradesh alone, with around 3/4 of them being two-wheelers.
What do you think are the other elements that support the activities of the road transport? The petrol or diesel pumps, shops, sell vehicles and spare parts, repairing shops are some of the other support systems that help the proper functioning of the transport system. We can see that there are so many choices when it comes to the various means of road transport. But how do you think people would opt for a particular mode of transport? The availability of facilities and affordability are the main factors for using a particular type of transport. For example, you can come to school depending on the facilities available in various modes of transport, isn't it? Likewise, in the olden days, ships were used extensively for the transport of people and goods. But now, people are using other modes of transport like the air travel to reach the far off places. It is not always that public transport is available for the people in all the places. This is the reason why people depend on other modes of transport like private vehicles, hired vehicles like auto rickshaws or taxis, etc. Another important factor is the cost of travel.
High costs of travel may not be affordable to all the people to use a particular mode of transport. This can be seen in the cases where the people earn low to medium wages who cannot afford to spend a major portion of their income on the travel.
The use of cycles or walking may also not help in the cases where destinations are at a longer distance. Many a times, we see that the pedestrians and the cyclists do not have enough places to walk or ride on the busy roads. The pavements or footpaths which are built for the pedestrians are many a times occupied by the shops. Sometimes, the pavements may not be user-friendly for the physically handicapped who use wheelchairs. Students, all of you must have come across traffic jams and traffic congestions along with lot of pollution. What do you think are the reasons for such jams and congestions? When there is a lack of proper transport system, the people prefer to go for private vehicles. An increase in the number of vehicles eventually increases the congestion as the roads may not be able to accommodate so many vehicles.
According to statistics, the number of people living in 6 big cities in India increased by 2 times from 1981 to 2001. But during the same period, the number of motor vehicles increased by 8 times.
Now you must have understood the cause of pollution.
The increase in the use of vehicles like cars and motorcycles resulted in the increased use of petrol and diesel that increased air pollution.
So students, what do you think is the solution to control pollution? The decreased consumption of petroleum products can be one of the ideal solutions for reducing air pollution. In addition, public transport can be used by people as it is cost effective as well as it accommodates more people. Every day we get to hear about accidents. Many people lose their lives in road accidents and in other modes of transport. We come to know from various news channels and papers that many people are losing their lives at the level crossings or the railway gates, the place where the rail and the road lines cross. The gates stop the vehicles while the train passes. When there are no railway gates at such crossing, the people should stop the vehicles, look in both the directions and then cross the gate carefully. Many a times, the people from low-income families who lose their lives or get injured tend to be cyclists, pavement dwellers and the pedestrians. Road safety is an important measure to be taken while traveling on the roads. The first week of every year is celebrated as Road Safety Week by the road transport departments across the country.
Guidelines are given to people on the traffic rules and other safety measures to be taken. The Andhra Pradesh State Road Transport Corporation conducts awareness campaigns in the state for the drivers to ensure safe driving. Different kinds of programs like essay writing, elocutions, debates and other competitions are conducted in the schools by the government organizations to generate awareness on road safety.
Students, so any mode of transport you take, it should be ensured that you follow traffic rules and travel safely. This is how we can reduce the accidents, deaths and other casualties caused by accidents while using various modes of transport. Students, I hope all of you have understood the importance of transportation in our daily lives. So, take care of your life and travel but safely. Students, I hope all of you have understood the importance of transportation in our daily lives. So, take care of your life and travel but safely.